In this video, I will cover why you need laneways to increase your success with regenerative grazing. As you know, the three major problems with adopting regenerative grazing are animals not performing as expected, land stops improving or plateaus, and 3, running out of grass during low rainfall. Laneways, by increasing flexibility and number of paddocks, reduces all three problems. The key takeaways will be how to use safe-to-fail trials to determine laneway width that rapidly regenerates your land with your animals, how to use a simple grid with a mapping program like Google Earth to design your fencing, and how to design your water as well as monitor recovery so that you do not run out of grass. The leading graziers worldwide are moving away from cells. They're using lanes subdivided with temporary polywire to increase paddock numbers 100 times to increase their flexibility. These are examples from around the world. I first saw lanes used for regeneration in a 1995 article about Johann Zietsman in the Savory Institute Holistic Management Handbook. Lanes also increase your options during low rainfall while lowering your costs. The beauty of this design is that it allows you to increase from 30 paddocks to more than 1,000 with the same infrastructure. We use safe-to-fail trials using temporary fence to work out the laneway width that suits us. It is the management of the plants and soil surface with animals that is regenerative, not the fencing design. Lanes are long parallel wires that are made into smaller areas with temporary cross fences. Here is an example of single wire fencing. Just to repeat, all advice in agriculture, including laneway width, needs checking with safe-to-fail trials before you implement. Wider lanes mean less fencing but take longer to cross fence. Narrower lanes are faster to run cross fences and move animals but require more fencing. We rely heavily on single wire electric fencing for cattle, and most people use 2-wire electric fences for sheep. We use 100-metre wide lanes for 50 to 200 cows. We connect every lane to a laneway that leads to the yards. This makes it easy to get the animals back to the yards, which is especially important during low rainfall so that you can rapidly reduce stocking rate. Wider lanes means narrower grazing areas for the same area. This increases plant utilisation, which is important for long recoveries and rapid regeneration. To design a simple fencing plan, we use a mapping program such as Google Earth overlaid with a grid. I learnt this technique from Peter Reynolds in southern New South Wales. This is what we are doing at Wattle Park. Most lanes lead back to the yards. Half the property has been fenced to lanes with cattle, and the other half is still using the older cell design with sheep. As the cattle numbers increase, more will go to lanes. Cell fencing design was developed over 50 years ago for large grazing areas. Water was scarce and was pumped around in galvanised iron pipe. This may no longer be the best design for low-cost, low-risk, profitable regenerative grazing. More paddocks let you copy how wild herds graze and move. For example, this drone shot of the Great Migration utilisation compared to lane utilisation in southern New South Wales. I've carried out trials comparing cells to lanes with farmer groups. Some decided to use cells and others decided to use lanes. After 3 years, the differences were clear. Farms with lanes had better animal health and performance with better soil surfaces and soil health. Farms with cells struggled. They were always battling for animal performance and trying to match stocking rate to carrying capacity. Stocking rates too high results in recovery too short and running out of grass. Recoveries too short causes thistles, capeweed, annual grasses from weakened perennial grasses. Young grass causes most animal health problems. My best estimate is that cells give you about 50 to 75% of the potential that you can get with lanes. We favour portable water and use small polytroughs with high flow top feed valves. Top feed valves provide aeration of the water. Aeration increases how much the animals drink. If you're grazing fully recovered grass with higher fibre, lower protein and energy, good water is essential to running the rumen vat. We use experienced water engineers to over-design pipe sizes and flow rates to ensure that our animals are always able to drink their fill. Water lines are installed at right angles to the lanes. Typically takeoffs are through turf valves or similar on every second lane. We use a 200 litre polytrough with a high flow rate valve to water up to 150 cows and calves. Animals do not drink at once, only in twos and threes. If multiple animals are hanging around the trough, we shift them to a fresh strip. The biggest risk in grazing is running out of grass. The solution is to estimate recovery daily. That way you know exactly how fast animals are moving across your farm. For example, if you have 365 hectares and animals eat 1 hectare per day, you've got about 365 days of recovery. Your safe to fail trials tells you the minimum recovery needed to regenerate your soil surface. If you drop below that, sell animals early. Feeding or adjustment costs more. Selling is the cheapest, safest, most profitable option. The Wombiana grazing trial in Queensland proved this. High stocking rates that run out of grass reduce profit over many years. Moderate stocking rates linked with fast reductions using the long-term forecast when it is most accurate for your area works best. Bud Williams said, "You'll never go broke having too much money or too much grass, but you can go broke fast with too many cattle at the wrong time." In summary, Laneways increase flexibility, options, animal health and performance. If managed with the evidence you have on recovery, stock density and plant utilisation, they also increase soil surface health and the following soil health. Laneways are the new standard and more closely mimic naturally functioning wild herds. Leading graziers worldwide are adopting lanes as the design for flexibility. Use trials to determine the width that works with your mob size and your workload. Plan your fences with simple tools like Google Earth overlaid with a grid. Ensure cool, clean, reliable, aerated water. Most are using electric fencing for the lane wires and the polywire cross fences. Recording recoveries daily and adjusting stocking rate can eliminate running out of grass. With lanes and many paddocks per mob, you'll increase your success in regenerative grazing. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe for more tips in this series. And share it with other graziers who want to make their regenerative grazing more successful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.